What's happening, people? Welcome back to Booted! This is episode 3 of season 4. I don't know why I'm talking like a sports announcer. What's up, guys? That's better. This sounds more me. It sounds more natural. Just drinking some wine here. How's it going? Hope you're all doing fantastic. Thank you all for joining me, all of you early comers, in chat. And we'll let the other late comers roll in here. Give them a second or two. Welcome. This is the third episode. 3 out of 4. We have 5 more contestants to go, which are all very good. I'm very impressed with all the systems that we're showing off today. Got some really strong runners, and this is the final 5 basically. So after this, we choose one more finalist at the end of this episode, and next week is the final round where we take a look at the basically all 3 finalists who will compete for the $500 grand prize. And speaking of which, let's take a look at last week's finalist, which was very impressive. This was Daphne. Now, I don't know, there's really nothing from stopping anyone who submits a PC to Booted from using a false name, so this could very well just be a dude who was like, I'm gonna make my name Daphne and pretend I'm a girl. But if this is a girl, that's even more awesome, because that would mean it's, to my knowledge, the first female who's entered Booted. And even so, even beyond that, the first female in the series to actually be a finalist. So this is really exciting stuff. Because just honestly, you don't see as many female system builders. So it's really awesome when you see one that kicks ass, like Daphne here. So here's her system, just a quick recap. Very beautiful black and white color scheme, 4790K, and 2 of them GTX 980s, WindForce edition. Awesome stuff. And I didn't even really realize this till after last week, but the other finalist that we have here, who is Michael, this is Michael's system. And Michael's system's similar to Daphne's in certain ways, in the fact that it's also a black and white themed. Completely different case and different parts all around, but kind of a, there's some parallels there. So it's kind of interesting that these two lined up. It's going to be close, though, because both are really clean systems, and like I said, we've got more good competition coming at you today. So before we get right into it, why don't we go ahead and take a look at our loving sponsor, who is Fantex. It's not Fantex. Wow, Kyle. I swear this is my first glass of wine. It even says overclocked by Cable Mod. Right there in the corner, it says it. I'm just on autopilot right now. Cable Mod is today's sponsor. God bless their souls. This is, and even better, they've got a special promotion going on for all of you. So if you go to performancepcs.com, that's performance with a hyphen in between performance and PCs. I've actually put a link in the description below. Just click that, it'll take you right there. If you shop any of Cable Mod's product line on performancepcs.com, you can get 20% off right now, anywhere from now until the 23rd of this month of May 2016, by using the offer code CableMod20. It's all there in the description, folks. 20%. That's pretty fatty. So go ahead and stock up on whatever extensions, sleeved extensions, or wide beam LED strips that you might need, and use that code. That is a gift from CableMod to you guys for being awesome viewers of Booted and Awesome Sauce Network. So awesome stuff. Also, they have just announced that they're releasing their what's it called? Their what is it? Mod mesh sleeving. So up until now, they've only been offering their paracord type sleeving, which they've been calling Mod Flex. They're going to be releasing Mod Mesh. So look out for that. It's essentially PET plastic nylon sleeving, completely different material from the paracord. So it just gives you a bit more options there when customizing and tricking out your rig. Thank you, Cable Mod. You are awesome. And holy moly, thank you, Real Lunacy, for the generous donation. This is so you can afford beer next time. You know what? Yeah, wine can get pretty pricey. Granted, I'm a cheap bastard, so this is probably like a $10 bottle of wine, but thank you very much for that donation. I will be spending it very wisely on copious amounts of alcohol. Appreciate that. Again, donations on Booted are never required, but always recommended, in the words of Fractal Josh. I didn't say recommended, I meant to say appreciated. They're never required, always appreciated. Josh never said the first thing I said. This is awesome. Okay, I think we can go ahead and start off with our first contender. Luke, I am not your father, but you have a sick-ass rig. Look at this, an NZXT H2. You wouldn't even know it's an H2, because it's so modded. A lot of mods went into this, you can just tell right off the bat. Beautiful case mods here with the Core i7 3770K. So, not the newest CPU, but still a very worthy chip. It does some damage in games, I'm sure. I know my 2600K is still, you know, paying the bills in Wifey Sauce's PC. We've also got two GTX 980s in SLI, which also looks like you've swapped out the green branding for white, because this is a white, black, and blue themed PC. Look at how beautiful that is, everyone. He's got some carbon fiber tape or carbon fiber accents lining many parts of the system, actually, not just the outside rim. Gave it a nice rim job, but also on the inside of the chassis as well. A lot of custom work done here. Very nice, Luke. I'm really loving the Vector SSDs here in the corner, the top right corner, that just, I don't know, very well placed, and just everything's so clean here. If I had a gripe, it would be that I would like to see more white in your cables. Just like you have the 24-pin ATX there, I would have liked to see the same kind of pattern in the other cables there, like with your PCIe cables, and even maybe that sound card there, that Asus Phoebus Solo, that's just soloing over there. But damn, this is a nice build here. You've also done some work to put a 280mm radiator in there, it looks like, with that Corsair H110i GT. I think the case only, the H2 only natively supports a 240mm radiator, so you must have done some custom work there to get that rad installed. Very nice. Very nice stuff, man. I'm digging it. 16 gigs of Patriot Viper, and it looks like you've done a little bit of paint job on at least two of those DIMMs as well, from what I can tell. Sexy. And I love the Stark Industries sticker that you have there on the front. Just adds a lot of personality, and you can definitely see you've done some work there, even underneath that front panel, with that kind of like fan grill type thing. They're not really grills. It's not a grill, but you know, that fan mounting bracket looks very, very sexy. I believe that's also carbon fiber, matching very nicely with the theme. And I think natively this case has a couple 5 1/4 inch bays up there, so you had to have removed those. And taking a look at the side again here, it also has the H2 also has a pretty beefy hard drive cage, which obviously has been removed. And it looks like you've just got two hard drives stacked on top of each other at the bottom of your case. Which, I mean, if it works, it works. As long as there's no annoying, you know, vibration noise, and you know they're keeping cool enough, which I'm sure they are, then fantastic. I like how they're just tucked away down there. Hard drives should not be one of the more visible components in your system, in my opinion. And look at that window. Did you see that window? Look at that shit. This is also custom, a full, I don't know if it's acrylic or tempered glass, but either way it looks beautiful. Just the whole door looks like it's on hinges. You can tell from this picture here that it's definitely no wait, from the side picture. It's on hinges there, and it's just a full top to bottom, side to side window. Absolutely stunning. Very nice job, Luke. I wish I was your father. I don't know what I'm saying. But hey, good job, man. Let's move on to Lester. Lester's got some big shoes to fill after Luke, but I think he's got a good chance here. With the Fantex N3 Evolve ATX, one of my favorite cases right now. It's so hot right now. A Core i7 6700K. That Predator 360. Oh, I'm a sucker for those Predator coolers. Never even seen one in person, but just... Actually, I have. My brother-in-law, Kyle 2.0, has one in his Define R5 system, and it is quite beautiful. He's got a 240, though. This is really, really nice, bruh. Hot damn! Hot damn! That's why I called this this episode of Booted Hot Damn. Because hot damn! Man, look at that. Look at them kingpins. Two of them. Two 980 Ti kingpins. Ah! That copper heatsink. Those copper heatsinks just look so sexy. So sexy. And great sleeving. I particularly like how your PCIe cables really match up with your RAM. Like the Trident Z memory that you've got there, the black and red staggered kind of stripiness going on matches perfectly with your video card cables. Excellent. And I also do love those Corsair SP fans and that airflow fan in the back. All those red rings. Killing it. Killing it. However, I just noticed you've got a flexy, a little bendy SLI bridge. And I believe, let's go back to Luke. Luke had one too. Luke, you're also guilty of the flexy, the bendy ribbon style, I should say, SLI bridge. And I'm not one to talk, people. I had a ribbon style SLI bridge on Hotline for like the longest time. It wasn't until like a couple months ago when I finally manned up and got an EVGA SLI bridge. We all remember that video. So I'm not one to talk. However, just looking out for y'all, for Luke and Lester, I would definitely recommend going for at least a hard, rigid SLI bridge. Just to class up your system. Get that glossy, Gumby looking thing out of there. But damn. Damn, son, I like that SoC board too. It's got some orange accents on it, like the SoC Force does. And it doesn't exactly match up with the rest of the theme color. However, it doesn't look horrible at all. It looks good. You know, orange isn't too far off from red, I guess. And you get some sexy LED action here. There are a bit of hot spots, and I think with all the hardware you've got in here, it might be tricky to have much placement. Find good placement for your LEDs. So there is a bit of hot spot areas up at the top by your VRM heatsink and by your SLI bridge, making it even more glossy. That's never good. I don't know, maybe figure out a way to fix that in the future. But very nice cable training, indeed. Cable training is stellar. Stellar stuff, Lester. Luke and Lester have really set the stage for today's episode. So I feel sorry for whoever's going after them. However, Manu is bringing the heat with his H440 Razor Edition system, rocking a 4790K. He's got a Z97X Game Plus motherboard from Gigabyte, 16 gigs, again of Trident memory. We've got a lot of Trident series RAMs in this episode of Booted. And a GTX 980 Ti hybrid. Let's take a look at that a little bit closer. I really like how you've done the tubing for the video card, for the hybrid. One of the best tubing jobs that I've seen with that card. It's just kind of makes this really nice, elegant shape and doesn't really get in the way of like your CPU water block or anything like that. Very nice. You've also swapped out some of the fans in your case as well as the radiator fan with those LED Corsair fans, I'm sure in green. Very nice cable training as well. And you've also spray painted your the little ring, pop out ring on your water block, as well as them Trident RAMs. Because I know they don't come in green, so you must have done that yourself. Which kudos to you. It looks very natural, at least from this angle. Damn, these builds are so sexy. I want all of them. Makes me want to build a new system for myself. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm really glad that they are green LED fans. It would have been really jarring and disappointing had they been like blue, despite given your color scheme for everything else. Very, very nice. Manu. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, too. Knowing me, I'm not. Damn, son. Damn, Daniel. Yeah, man. This looks good, bruh. This looks good. Sixer! You guys are gonna... I don't want to be you guys. I'm glad I don't have to vote on any of these systems. I just let to give the hard work to you. Let's move on to FAM. H4 photo case. Got another back-to-back H440s. I didn't even plan it that way. But you've got a 4690K Core i5 and a GTX 980 Ti hybrid. Now I like the implementation of the hybrid here because it's just it has this nice kind of gold finish on the side and also on the underside, the underbelly of it as well. And that gold tint doesn't often match with much in your typical custom build these days. However, you've really ran with the theme here, going with black, white, and gold. Got that nice Z97 Pro motherboard from Asus, taking advantage of when Asus motherboards were all gold not too long ago. And also that Corsair Pro DDR3, the Vengeance Pro, I should say, with them gold RAMs. Back at it again with the gold RAMs. And you spray painted the rings on your Corsair fans there for your radiator and the airflow. Oh, very nice. I will admit, I'm not the biggest fan of the spirally coils around the tubes. I don't know if there's a proper name for those. I just call them spirally coils. I guess if they're coils, I don't really need to say spirally. That's redundant. However, it does add some personality, that's for sure. I can dig it. I can dig it, yo. And cable management seems to be on point. Looks like you've just gone with some, maybe the default cables, the default power supply cables from that Supernova. They are kind of the matte black finish. And here's a side angle shot with the front panel taken off. And you've even spray painted the rings on the fans at the front, which aren't even visible to anyone seeing your rig, unless it's got the thing torn off. So just a lot of attention to detail right here. And doesn't look like you have any LEDs, but that's perfectly fine. Some people don't like LEDs. Sometimes I hate having LEDs in Hotline. I just turn them off. But this is probably the most unique build here. Well, I don't know. The Stark Industries one from Luke is also pretty unique. But you don't see too many gold-themed systems. And when you do, they're either really good or horrible. I feel like that's just the case with gold-themed PCs, and it seems like this one's really good. I would call this one really good. This is a success. Well done, fam. Let's move on to our last contender here for today, which is Yoshi. Oh, rocking an InWin H805. I really like this case. Another case that I've seen in person a few times, but never had the privilege of working with or building in myself. However, I really do like the way this chassis looks. InWin just kills it when it comes to just innovatively beautiful chassis. As like dysfunctional as they may be, the form is always on point. Oftentimes, 9 out of 10. So let's see what you did inside of this particular niche of a case with a 6700K and an R9 390X gaming card from MSI, like that you're rocking AMD there for the graphics. Two 512 gig Samsung 850 Pro SSDs. There's definitely no shortage of storage here, especially with those two 4TB WD Blues. And Gigabyte Z170X Gaming 7 motherboard. Man, this thing looks really looks very sporty. It looks very sporty, which is a good thing. You pulled it off nicely. Taking a look at the money shot here. Oh. Again with these portrait pics. You guys are killing me with these portrait pictures. But sometimes the systems are just so good that when I get a submission and like half the pictures are in portrait, I still have to accept it because it would just be such a waste to not feature these really nice systems. But frickin' for future reference, people, landscape only. I would very much appreciate it. So would the viewers, I'm sure. Again with that Trident memory. Got some Trident Z. You probably have the cleanest cable sleeving here. As far as the training goes, definitely the cleanest out of the bunch. And I think there's another picture here with LEDs on. Oh, this case. I really love the internal layout of some InWin cases. Again, like I said, they're not the most functional at times, but they are super unique. And look at that shit. Oh, you've got some Ice Mods Aura RGB LED strips in here. Also, Ice Mods for the cables. And look at the red glow on the front of the InWin case. It's just freaking mesmerizing. I love it. I love it! And also, that fan in the back is a white LED, it looks like. Yes. Yes! Killing it! Killing it, Yoshi. Oh, all these systems are so nice. Just want to stick my wiener in all of them. Okay, that's enough for that. I'm gonna go ahead and prompt my beautiful wife, Heather, who is on the other line. the other line, to now paste a link in chat that you will all go to and vote on your favorite PC that we have talked about here today, that we've gone over. Remember, you can only vote for one. You can try voting for more than one, or voting twice on the same PC. It will not work, even though it seems that way. It's just how the site is designed. But please, go ahead and take your time. This is a big decision that I am entrusting all of you with. Why? I have no idea. But yeah, go ahead and do that. And just really quick, for those of you who came late to the show, freaking Cable Mod, they are the man. They are the men. That's sexist. They are the men and women. They are the people who are giving you a stellar discount of 20% off of anything Cable Mod on the performancepcs.com website. So link in the description below. Use the code CableMod20, which is valid from starting now till the 23rd of this month. So just use it. Just use it now, though. Why wait? Why wait? If you wait, you're just going to forget, and then it's going to be like the 24th, and you're going to remember, you're like, shit, I should have done it when Kyle told me to. So listen to me. Listen to me. All right. Thanks, Cable Mod. And again, they just announced that they've released their new PET plastic nylon sleeving as well. So make sure to look out for that if you want more options than just their already awesome paracord sleeving, which they call Mod Flex. And the new one that they've just released is called Mod Mesh. Sweet. Ugh. Ugh. All right, y'all. Have you guys voted? Have you guys voted yet? I am very anxious to see who you guys voted for. I don't even know. I never know. I never know who I'm gonna vote for, but it's time for epic, dramatic voting music. So let's do this. All right. We've got 5 options here. Luke with the Stark Industries amazing case mod system, and we had Lester with that beautiful black and red and those kingpins. My God. With that 360 rad from the Predator EK. We need Mo Lester in our lives, man. We need Mo Lester. Then we had Manu. Enlarge this a bit so you can see. Manu, sorry you're cut off at the bottom there. Very, very beautiful H440 Razor Edition system with the all green. And we had Fam with the gold. Very beautiful gold system. And finally Yoshi with that amazing in-win case. Who's it gonna be, y'all? Who's it gonna be? Because really, at the end of the day, only one of these guys can go on to the next round, and the other 4 will be booted, so who is it? Who is it? Luke! I'm not your father! Woo, woo, woo! Alright, Luke! Yes! 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 Yeah, I'm really glad that Luke won, at least this round, because he put a lot of work, and you can see the love and dedication and time that he put into actually getting this system going. And the fact that he's got a 3770K and 980s means he's been working on this system probably for a long time. He started, 3-4 years ago, perhaps, whenever that chip was hot, so to speak, and has just been iterating it over time. And I really like that. Instead of just, scrapping the whole thing every 2 years and building something new. He's been just improving upon it. It's never done, and that's what I really like about this approach and custom PCs in general. Very well done, Luke. I love you. You are my homeboy. And thank you very much to... Damn, Samir! Samir, baby oil! Thank you for the donation. Yes, I know, I should just... One of these days, Paul and I are just gonna kick off Awesome Hardware by pouring baby oil all over each other. That'll be the whole show. It'll be 3 minutes long, and it will be the best show ever. Also, Quang. I always have to say your name like that anytime you donate. It just gives me a reason to say Quang. Why am I still showing you guys the results here? Quang, thank you for the donation. Down the rest of your bubbly before you show the results. Sorry, I missed that. It's not bubbly, it's wine. Wine is anything but bubbly. Although I will down it. I'm gonna kill this. I'm gonna chug this wine just for you. All 1.5 sips. You ready? I'm gonna crush it. Ugh! hardcore. I go hard. Yo, did you see that? Replay that in slow motion when you get a chance. That was freaking awesome. Okay, that's all for Booted. Before you go, don't tune out yet, guys. How many viewers we got here? There's about 800 of you watching. You guys like to watch. You guys are all creepy bastards. Alright, before you guys go, in case you're interested in submitting your PCs to next season Booted, submissions are now open. Yes, they are. Let me go ahead and exactly show you where to go. I don't know if there's a link in the description, but if there isn't, you can go to awesomesaucenetwork.com, and then you'll see, on the right-hand side, enter Booted or whatever. So I'm now accepting submissions. However, Season 5 is going to be a custom water-cooled season. So only such rigs will be eligible. If you have a custom water-cooled build, submit that shit. It should also be considered high-end, which I think if most PCs are custom water-cooled, to some degree they will be high-end. There is no min or max limit on price, though. Doesn't matter if your system's, $1,000 or $5,000. It really doesn't matter as long as there's custom water cooling in there, and you would consider it high-end. I don't think anyone's going to be, water cooling their Core i3s or, their GTX 960s. So, but yeah, go ahead and head over to the Awesome Sauce Network website, submit your shit there, and read the instructions carefully, guys. Otherwise, you will be disqualified, and it'll be very sad. Who else we got here? Somebody else? Yes, Todd. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. Johnson, back to you, brother. I'm always looking for a firm Johnson, if you know what I mean. So yes, and in case you guys didn't know or didn't hear already, Season 5 of Booted will be starting in July. There is no Booted for June. Next month there will be no Booted because I will be in Taiwan, Taipei, Taiwan, for Computex, so you can be looking forward to all the coverage that I'll be giving during that week, but it's just going to be a crazy month, so I don't want to try to rush Booted next month. So, again, Season 5 is going to be starting in July, and it's going to be custom water-cooled theme. Go ahead and submit your PCs now, your custom water-cooled rigs. You have until this Friday to do it, the 23rd. Is that correct? No, the 20th. Till the 20th. This Friday, the 20th, not the 23rd. All right, and now we're going back to the hardcore, the dramatic voting music. So that's pretty much it. I'm just rambling here. I just want to hang out with you guys, but I can't because I have to go eat dinner. My wife is probably angry at me because she has to help moderate the chat as long as this show is going. So again, if you want to catch Booted live, you have no idea when it starts or when it goes on. It's Mondays at 5:30 p.m. Pacific on gaming.youtube.com/awesomesaucenetwork. You can follow me on Twitter at ForeverKyle for updates. And next week is going to be the season finale of Season 4. Exciting stuff. We've got 3 very strong contenders, and it's up to you guys to decide which one will go home and take home the grand prize. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to go have dinner. Hope you all have an awesome night, and stay tuned for a very special tech video that should be dropping sometime tomorrow. I'm not at real liberty to say what it is. Some of you might have a guess, may have a hunch as to what that could be. But that should be dropping sometime early tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled for that. There's the sign language for peeled, and that's the sign language for that. Okay, I'm done being offensive. I will see you guys very soon, if not later, and good night. I love you all.